2, 1. We've got RIP takeoff. We've got RIP takeoff, everybody. Sure. You ready for another edition of Mouthpiece Included? Today, we live as always. Happy Sunday to everybody. This is a fusion of sports and politics. We call it Spolitics. So we do cut our sports with politics around here. All right. Today, we're going to go ahead and unpack an interesting topic. Melanated auto racers. This is a short history. Auto racing has been popular in America since the early 1900s, but it wasn't until the 20s that the melanated began to make our mark. Despite facing discrimination, segregation, Black drivers formed the Colored Speedway Association, CSA, in 1924. We continue to compete in racing across the country. We're going to unpack stories of our pioneering drivers and their contributions to the sport of auto racing. We'll also give our takes on weekly hot topics such as Dana White, domestic violence. And we don't know what's in his heart. The WNBA players are venturing off into a 3-on-3 league. Britney Spears Wembenyama. See what I did there? Britney Spears Wembenyama. KD. Oh, Cupcake Durant's got another burner account. And we have picked a solid, major booger. We got a major booger lined up for today. So stand by, stand back, stand down, or pull up. But if you do pull up, don't forget to bring your mouthpiece. Yeah. Don't forget to bring your mouthpiece. As always, the link is pinned in the chat. All you got to do is click it, and we can get you up here. You can also call in, troll free, 424-900-6945. That number's in the chat as well, 424-900-6945. Make sure you smash that like button. All right, let's go ahead and get Jackie Robinson's finest, ownership over slave ship. Ownership over slave ship. Let's get Jackie Robinson's finest, manager, coach, boots on the ground extraordinaire in the building.
Volunteer to the kids. How about that?
What up there, fella? What's been down since we last connoited?
Oh, we just started a district tournament last night against Warren Park and got a victory over the kids.
Warren Park, they Drop Dead Gorgeous kids, family?
Yeah. They won a tournament up in Milwaukee. Some we used to play in years ago, and they came in fairly confident, but yeah, our team's pretty good. So yeah, they took 1 L. It's double elimination. They're the only team that showed up for the district tournament this year. So we just got to beat them tonight at 6 p.m. at Jackie Robinson Park, 107th in Aberdeen, and then we'll move on to the sectional tournament. So we plan on doing that. But then, it was our first game in the tournament this year, and the kids played well. We look for another good outing tonight. Yeah, I don't know what to say. The kids played well. A lot of parents.
What was the score of the ball game there, fella? Before you get into the parents.
I don't give out no scores. It was 15-1.
Yeah.
They called it after
to 1.
They called it after the 4th inning because they were the home team after the coin flip. So hopefully we can match that effort today and move on to the district tournament. next sectional tournament, I'm sorry, next weekend, River Forest, Illinois. And then after that, state, regional, see you in Williamsport. So kids are hyped, they're playing well. And let's go JRW, let's go West. But yeah, stay tuned.
Hey, big ups to JRW and big ups to Warren, Louisville South, or whoever y'all was playing for Milwaukee.
No. Warren Little League. They're from north side of Chicago.
Yeah,
whatever. They weren't used to our speed, even though you can lead off. We still ended up with 15 stolen bases.
Can't lead off?
No, it's Little League rules, man. It's tough.
We could lead off back in the day. I don't remember that was being changed. Man, yeah, we led off. That taught you how to get back to the base and how to pick people off and whatnot. Taught you baseball.
You can't get out the base until the ball crosses the plate.
Those are black rules. Those are black rules. They want to limit your speed.
Tiger Woods rules. Yeah. They tiger proof Little League. Yeah.
So, Will Chamberlain rules. The NBA rules. You got to shoot that step back three. You can take a double step back, move your pivot foot, pick up your pivot foot twice. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the base is only 60 feet. So if we can lead off, man, my gosh, they be looking like that De La Cruz kid out of Cincinnati. They'd be still at home all the time. But no, you can't lead off until the ball. You can't get out the base until the ball crosses the plate, and then they have to make a throw to get you out at the next base. We're pretty aggressive.
So if you don't time it right and you leave the base too early, they call you out, bro?
Yes, automatic out. You got to wait for the ball across the plate. We're trying to tell them wait for it, hit the glove, hitting the glove, and then get out there and see what you can do. But we got some fast kids. We got some fast kids. We got some thumpers. So we just play baseball. We got bunters. We play baseball, baby. So whatever route y'all want to go, small ball, big ball, we got it all. Just get ready.
Yeah, that's love. That's love. JRW is coming, and we're going to do a short history on JRW on our next show.
That'll be right.
Yeah, looking forward to unpacking that.
Yeah.
All right, fam, let's go ahead and jump into it. Y'all know our topic is melanated auto racers. It's a short history. Everyone's welcome to pull up, chime in, use the chat, you can text, you can call. Yeah, pull up. A little baseball news, bro. We did a show. We were talking about we don't know what's in the national media's heart with this Ohtani, Kawasaki Suzuki Ohtani.
Yeah.
Angels. We literally said they'd be calling him Babe Ruth if this kid was some sort of blonde-haired, tall, blue-eyed, drop-dead gorgeous Pinkman.
Yeah.
And now ESPN, over a year later, said, let's be abundantly clear about something.
Yeah.
Babe Ruth never did anything like what Ohtani is doing now. Interesting. Babe was hitting home runs and getting the Cy Young award.
Yeah.
Same season. Babe was out here like Deuce.
Striking him out, hitting home runs, doing his thing. Absolutely.
Calling a shot.
Left field, baby. Right field, baby. I'm going there.
It's funny though. If some sort of melanated did that, he'd get binged. Showing up Barry Bonds did that. Yeah.
Showing up the pitcher, showing up the umpire, showing up the other team. There's no place in baseball for that mess. That crap.
That stuff gets people in the seats.
Yeah. 6 digs long ball. Unfortunately, that's the way the game is going. There's no in between, even though, they're so excited when you have these particular players such as the De La Cruz kid from Cincinnati who can steal second, steal third, and steal home. They keep drafting all these players that can either pitch or hit home runs. we'll get into that. Maybe when we get back when the Negro League movie comes out, the league.
Yeah, and this kid's available, man. And I'm gonna tell you what. I mean, the Cubs, Sox, both 8 games behind, out of first place right now, both teams. They should definitely put their chips. They should get their hat in the ring for this kid. I mean, we don't know how old he is because we know those big Koreans in the Little League, they'd be like 27, 28 years old.
Yeah.
Then they come over here. Yeah.
Birth certificate said at 12.
Like Jokic. I'm telling you, Jokic's 34 years old. But go ahead.
Yeah, they're making their own documents, so
Yeah. What's the kid's name for Dallas that always crying for fouls? Your boy.
Luke.
Yeah. Luke has got to be at least 33.
Yeah, it says 18.
I think LeBron was older than what they were saying too. His hair started coming out when he was, you know what I'm saying, allegedly 19.
Hey, whatever makes the league money.
Yeah, but I mean, are you putting all your chips forward for this kid before we move on? The Angels don't want him. He doesn't fit their demographic, even though there's all types of Asians out here in Cal.
Bring him to the south side of Chicago. The demographic of Bridgeport right now. Mm-hmm. Are you kidding me? Hell yeah, I'm putting all my eggs in the basket, bringing them over here. I don't give a damn who we got to get rid of.
Oh, because of the medical district and all that around there. There's a lot of a lot of the Asians out there.
Bridgeport, where we couldn't drive through.
Yeah.
All those areas where, if they saw
I'm
you.
very familiar with Bridgeport, but you said the demographics right now, so I figured maybe there was some change or something.
Yeah, there is some change. It's all Asian now.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Yeah. I think it's leaking from that medical district,
Yeah.
They want to,
So they moved all in the area. They're tearing down those houses. They were framed. They bricked, they rehabbed them. And now those cribs are worth $500,000 and up.
So you're saying it'd be a good move. What about on the north side? I mean, you can't just,
Yeah, I'm south side. North side, yeah, they don't care. I don't think they'll spend the money. I don't think they'll drop the bread for. I
think they realize what they're getting. You're getting a dominant position player and a dominant. You're getting
pitcher,
probably the best hitter in baseball and potentially the best pitcher in baseball. What do they mean, money?
You get the modern day Babe Ruth. The Cubs will be like, we gotta have a board meeting and talk about what's going on before we would put ourselves in a position to outline that type of contract.
Bro, if Mike Trout was some sort of Asian, Ohtani was, blonde haired, blue eyed, drop dead gorgeous.
Yeah.
They would have underbidded Trout and said, we don't care if you leave. We got to save all our money for this Babe Ruth kid coming in here.
Yeah.
Like, I don't understand why he ain't under contract. It makes no sense.
I just, I maybe it's based on winning, or they haven't been to the playoffs with Trout and they haven't been to the playoffs with both of them on the team, so they figure
move Trout.
That's what I would do, but
man. They love Trout on the north side, boy.
Oh man, they love him. Like, did you hear? They'd
be like, Jesus came back and we got Mike Trout. They wouldn't even care about the Jesus part. Trout.
We got Mike Trout on the north. He's drop dead gorgeous. Hey, he's the best player in baseball. That's why they traded him.
Baseball.
That's why they traded him. Get the frick out of here. So, go ahead. They guarantee him 10 more years of not making it to the playoffs until he retired.
Yeah.
They got rid of him again.
Ownership over slaveship, y'all. Melanated auto races is our topic. It's a short history. We'll get there. We just did our baseball segment. We're going to hop to quarterback of the week, which we...
Oh, before we go there.
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
Is it time to get rid of the new manager that we got on the damn south side, or Are we gonna?
You guys were all politically correct and this and that. And he could communicate with the guys. Blah 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 blah. Hey, listen, man. Listen, man. If you're gonna go out and find somebody, I mean, you can pull any pookie off the street. Hey, he's not calling you a pookie, but I said it then. I'd rather have you sitting in there chewing sunflower seeds and spitting them out.
Give me some guys from the South Side coaches and come in there and tell these sons of bitches, if you don't start hitting the damn baseball, you're going to be designated for assignment tomorrow.
Using a damn wall phone on the road, and they got it bugged. Bill Belichick put his team in there. We're going to listen to everything that manager's saying. Like, why are they still using wall phones? It's 2023.
I don't know. I mean, you either got a laptop or a tablet, or cell phones are the bullpen. But you got
how about that?
You got a hard line going.
You could be FaceTiming the bullpen coach and all.
Everybody got an iPhone. That some bitch died. Is the guy ready? This some bitch died. He can't throw a strike.
But we're not going to say fire him.
Yeah. Okay. What are we going to say?
You know what I mean?
I don't see anybody lose their job, but damn, this guy's not getting it done.
I think he's not. I said it from the jump. You guys were all, you guys are Southsiders. You bunch of pookies. But they say he's gonna be a good manager. I'm like, man, who is this motherfucker? I said it. You know what I mean?
He never won anything. How the hell is he going?
How's he gonna change the culture? Correct. Right. He's gonna change the culture. All right, he changed it. All right, but all right, let's move on. Let's move on. All right, we're gonna do something here, fella. Just in time, we're gonna make a prediction.
All right.
We're gonna do TDs, INTs, pass yards, rush TDs, and ratings for next season. So I've already taken the time to do mine.
Okay.
I say he's gonna have 25 passing touchdowns next season. What say ye?
Just in time. We're going 14-3, so
you got him at Big Perk land.
I give him 31 passing touchdowns.
31. How many INTs?
INTs, 9.
Okay, so I got him at 11 INTs.
Okay.
How many passing yards?
Passing yards next season, 3,500.
Okay. I got him at 3,200. Rush yards, I got him at 750. How many rush yards you got him at? Remember, I said he's going to be MVP this season.
625.
Okay. And then rush TDs, what do you got him for rushing TDs out of the backfield? When he's not processing and he's using his big thigh muscles to get around the slower players and sullying the game.
And, using the play action, I give him 6.
I'd love to have him train with Deion Sanders and learn the Deion dance when he breaks away like that. Yeah, that'd be cool. Imagine a quarterback doing that, boy. All the Pinks would be mad.
They'd be irate. Look how he's belittling and besmirching the
position.
Great game of football in the position of quarterback by high stepping into the damn end zone, just like some kind of a boo.
So how many rushing TDs you got him for?
I give him, matter of fact, make it 7.
I had him at 5. And then, so what do you, I'm not talking about this new QBR stuff, but what rating do you have him at? I think last year he was at a 91, I think, at the end of the season. Flirted with around there.
I'll put him in the same area, maybe like a 94.
Rating. Okay. All right. Yeah. I got him 5 rushing touchdowns with a rating of 101. Remember, he's having an MVP type of season.
Yeah, yeah.
So 25 TDs, because I feel like they're going to run a lot. They got all these running backs, et cetera, et cetera. He's going to be running. But I got him at 25 TDs, 11 picks. You know, he's still having trouble processing. You know what I mean? Holding on to that ball. I don't know where he's going.
He's going to somebody's open, you son. He ain't just finna throw the damn ball. He can't get it out.
And I got him at 3,200 passing yards because I'm figuring about 250, 260. Not for lack of talent, but just by the way they probably going to call the game.
Call the game conservatively, especially in the beginning of the season.
And they got 4 running backs.
And you got to be that way in the end of the season when it gets to winter time in Chicago.
Correct. You got to keep them healthy. You know what I mean? So, but we'll see. We'll see. We'll revisit this topic mid-season.
When they get to about 11-1. Yeah. 10-1. And
you got them at 14-3. So
yeah, go Bears. I'll be talking shit in New Orleans.
My big perk take is 10-7. That's my big perk take. Yeah.
All right. We'll see.
But it's going to be parity. So that 10-7 is going to happen. You'll see. They're going to be near the top of the NFC. All right, now let's go ahead on. Yeah. All right, we're going to go to our NBA / Bulls beat. Tweety Durant. You should call him Tweety Bird. Tweety Durant. He's caught with another burner account, as it seems. You know, he likes to get on the internet like a fat troll, and you know, I'm great, and LeBron James isn't better than me. You know, yeah, he responds to trolls, but he's been caught numerous times. The first time, I think he said his account got hacked, but now he owns up to it. Right. But we're going to listen to Big Perk's take. He almost became Booger of the Week, but I don't want to go like that.
Maybe he just needs to start frequenting the strip clubs and make himself get his jersey retired.
Yeah, pick up some Cap TV.
That's my personal opinion. But I don't have a burner account. Never thought about having one because damn it, if it's gonna come from me, I'm gonna put my name behind it. I learned that way long time ago. Only cowards have burner accounts. That's my personal opinion. But I will say this about Haiti and celebrities and professional athletes that are out there right now. I really can't frown upon burner accounts. Even though I'm not with it, I can't really frown upon it because he does have a brand that he has to protect. I'm not with the burner account, but I'm also not frowning upon famous people that do have burner accounts that only cowards have burner accounts.
All right. That's what we got there, fella.
Yeah.
First, what's your take on burner accounts and for your everyday Joe Blow, and then versus, famous people and burner accounts in general? How you feel about it?
I don't have enough time as a regular person to look at the crap that's in my name, but to have a burner account where I'm going and trolling people and making shit up or whatever the hell I'm doing, no, it doesn't make sense. Now, if you want to pay somebody to do that crap, pay me. Then I'll have time to have a burner account.
That's a great point. That's right. Pay somebody to manage your social media, right?
Yeah, but
and then you'd have a buffer saying, "Hey, we talked to our staff and told them to take down that black people are the real Hebrew stuff off the page." Right.
Yeah. But I couldn't see a professional athlete or a professional anybody that's making over $100-200 million having time to go on the internet with a burner account and troll somebody, unless they're unless they're sadistic or that's what they do, or narcissistic or whatever they got going on. But I don't have the time personally as a regular person. If I was making $200 million, there's no damn way I'd be on the internet with no damn burner account. That's just me.
And I'm 100 on that. I'm 100 on that. I'll say this. I guess you could say, I mean, I have one on YouTube. It's mainly because, and this is what I was going to say about everyday people, and then we're going to get on Perk's take.
Mhm.
Okay, so there are some things I could say under, say, the TATN moniker in the comments. And then you can
Right.
have these racial teams. They'll start flagging comments and then they can get your channel pulled down. No different than somebody who works at McDonald's Corporation. You
Right.
know, they may want to say something about how they truly feel about Alphabet, the LGBT, or whatever it is,
Mhm.
and then they get canceled at their job. So I say that to say, I wouldn't go so far, probably because I'm biased, to call it a coward move. See, because if Big Perk is going to say it's a coward move for the
Right.
everyman, then why isn't it a coward move for somebody who's famous? Somebody who's famous, I'd say it's a bigger coward move for them if I had to say it, because they already got money. They're going to be good. They got money in the bank. But your everyday man, he loses his income or his, what he's got going. You know
Nobody
what I mean?
cares. Yeah.
Correct. But he's lost. He ain't got it all. Imagine if a Corch, you know what I mean, was was using his regular, you know what I mean, and
Monica. Yeah. I mean, regular name.
yeah.
And all of that, anything he said came back and fell upon him or his business or just
Your family.
Yeah, which it can easily do when you're a regular person. They don't feel the trolls out there don't feel that regular people are people too, so you can just go off on them and cancel everything they got going on in their life just because they had an opinion versus somebody that they think can hire a lawyer or someone to come after them.
Or security staff.
Or a hitman. Shit, I don't know what they fear, and what they're trying to do in an instant. So,
I just thought it was hypocritical for the part that he's saying it's a coward move, and then he's saying, but he understands, KD and LeBron doing it.
Well, he's kissing their ass, but yes, of course. That's his opinion because it's LeBron and KD, and he wouldn't have that opinion for Joe Schmo or Joe Blow going to work every day or doing whatever they do in their lives to make money for their family. But if you
I would have respected him if he would have just had the same energy for every, you know what I mean? The same energy, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
We all got something to lose.
Yeah, absolutely. And it might not be a $10 million endorsement deal, but a $10 million endorsement deal versus your only form of income. I think your only form of income is a lot bigger than you already having $100 million in the bank, and you're losing an endorsement deal. So yeah.
And now we know why he's never being KD, never got his NBA body, never got his frame, because when Michael Jeffrey Jordan was working out and lifting weights and adding bulk, this guy's on the internet trolling everybody. I can't believe you said this about me. Leave Russell Westbrook alone.
You kidding me, you son of a gun? Go to the gym, get your Kobe on, get your MJ, get your Breakfast Club on. There's so much more you can do that'll help maybe your career, help you get to another championship, as opposed to joining a team full of champions and then shining as they're passing you the ball and they're just running around wide open. So
yeah, and then cutting and running because Draymond Green threatened to punch you like he did Jordan Poole. All right, well, Damian Lillard. I looked in the
Same time.
Okay, so I think it was Steven. I don't want to misquote him. One of those pundits on ESPN they asserted that Dame will have a statue outside of Portland once they trade him to Miami. That's what I'm asking. I mean, why not give Clyde Drexler one? And Scottie Pippen was there, won more games.
Or Kevin Duckworth. Yeah, Kersey, or those guys, at least made it to the damn finals. They went, against the roadblock of Michael Jeffrey Jordan, which you got to respect. But for Dame Lillard to get a statue.
Like you said, for what? What is he going to say? This guy played for us, made a whole lot of money, and said he didn't care about championships.
Didn't care about winning the chip, and then he left and made a whole bunch of more money and won a championship. If he gets in that situation. So a statue.
They keep talking about all the charity he does for the city, and I guarantee you it's not in the black part of town. I'm just saying that.
Yeah,
but
he
can't be the only player that's exactly. It's a tax shield.
Yeah. But a statue, come on, man. That's part of the participation trophy generation that he gets a statue.
A statue. Bro, you remember what that meant when Jordan, you know what I mean? Like if Walter Payton doesn't have a statue in front of a new stadium,
well,
I got the right mind to burn it down.
He's got one in front of Soldier Field, so I assume they're going to move it to Arlington Heights.
The city probably owns that.
They were renting it from the city. The Bears own the statue, I think. So I assume they're going to move it to the new facility in Arlington Heights once they get all that finalized. Because it's right next to Papa Bear statue. Right outside Soldier Field. So, me and the family taking.
I mean, we already have an honor. That's the jersey retirement. You mentioned the Beard had his jersey retired at the strip club. Now they should build a statue for him outside the strip club. Outside.
Right. Yeah.
He should have a statue.
Yeah.
Doing like this, making it rain.
ATL Georgia had one of those money guns in his hand, and just Bill's just shooting, streaming from the money gun into the air. Yeah, whatever.
Money.
But a statue for Dame Leonard is
that's straight up nonsense story.
It's idiotic.
Somebody created a money gun, and they had the melanated in mind when they created that.
Give it to them. They're gonna go to the strip club. They're gonna shoot 1s, 20s, 10s, whatever baller level they're at, whatever it takes to get your jersey retired at the club. They're gonna fill up the money gun, and everything is gonna be great from there.
Man.
Only in America.
All right, so we're in agreement as far as the statue nonsense.
Dang, little statue in Portland. Are you kidding me?
Now, I don't know if you saw the video of Wembanyama. He's some sort of melanated.
Yeah.
He's out of France. He's coming to America.
Oui.
And Britney Spears called the police. She's seeking an apology. She, slipped, because she's drop dead gorgeous, pink.
Yeah.
She slipped. The security detail, I guess, somehow didn't see her as a threat until she went and touched Wembanyama trying to get his attention.
Yeah.
And they smacked her. It looked like they smacked her hand back. They hit her in the face. But then it turned out, bro, first she told the police she lied and said that they hit her. Mm-hmm. But then she had to say she made a mistake. She hit herself. So what the hell's going on, bro? Was that, is she a honeypot? Was the CIA trying to put her on him? Are they already trying to ruin this man's life? Bro, the internet is saying he needs to apologize. Like, you got pink people upset. Like Wembanyama put his hands on her. She put her hands on. Correct.
Him, and it was a security guard. What you supposed to do? He should have turned around and choked the shit out of her.
But they want to castrate him and butt bake him already. But go ahead. What's your take on this?
Come on, my counteraction to all of this is like, how the fuck are you gonna defend this crazy motherfucker who just got out of motherfucking
And
guardianship.
I used to support her, but go ahead. But go ahead. You're right.
Yeah, I mean,
Correct.
Support. I don't know what the hell's going on with it. Anybody that's 50 years old, damn near, and is in guardianship of their own money and well-being and can't be around knives, and you telling me it's okay for her to go around and touch this kid who just made it to the NBA? Get the frick out of here. Shit. It borders on sexual harassment that she touched him. He's still a young guy, so why was she even there? I've never even seen her at a damn basketball game.
Well, yeah, it was a lot of celebs there. She's got her own show in Vegas. Yeah, but again, you brought up a good point. That's on her security. They're supposed to be there to keep her from doing such things. So if that was the president of the United States, she thinks she's just gonna be running up and grabbing on them and shit.
Barack, Barry. No, motherfucker.
Right.
He's gonna tackle your ass and choke your ass out.
Especially since you've been in guardianship.
Make sure you don't have a damn knife.
Right.
Whatever the hell you gotta stay away from. They acting like this motherfucker ain't crazy.
But how is this his fault?
He's just walking.
He's just walking. If anything, it ain't even his security fault. They did their job, but if anything, I'm on my security for even letting her get that close in the first place. I don't care what color she is. Right.
Yeah, that's the same thing they tried to put on Emmett Till, that he whistled at the
crazy white lady in conservatorship.
Yeah. So I mean, I never understood the whole case when it came up talking about the security guard slapping her hand away, and now Wembanyama is in trouble and he needs to apologize to Britney's crazy ass Spears. So, okay, say crazy.
You can say one thing I noticed. I called it because I know how TMZ move now. I got the algorithm, the singularity. So they with TMZ, I notice what they do. They'll tease you with a story. And I put in the comments, I'm like, TMZ gonna drop the video tomorrow. I showed it in the comments, and sure enough, they did. They dropped the video the next day. Yeah, they get the video first. They come out, they drop an article about it, and let people have a little conversation about it, and then they drop the video.
Yeah, I gotta come out there and with my camera and start following motherfuckers around and filming videos. I mean, one video a year can support your lifestyle out there. Out on the left coast. Yeah. One great video a year, you following the right person. So it looks like
Britney Spears, you're gonna get some shit.
Yeah, it looks like following Britney Spears or Brittany Griner or whatever Britney.
Draymond Green, I follow him around too.
Yeah. I gotta get a video that'll take care of me until next year. So that might be my next move once my boys.
I don't like that they gotta say, and the police said they're not gonna. Las Vegas police aren't gonna file charges. Man, they should be filing charges on her for lying and filing false police reports and for assault. Like they always want to associate us with
Pookie,
the overseer, having authority over us, and no, they're not going to file any charges. I sue the shit out of you.
Yeah, you should be filing charges against her. False statements, false claims. And,
so the story should have been written. Las Vegas PD said they're not going to file charges against Britney. But they won't do that.
No. And I go back like, man, did you know if she had a knife or nothing when she touched me? Because she's not supposed to be around knives. I'm not gonna file charges. You kidding me?
She can only have a butter knife in the presence of her conservator. You know what I mean? But I supported Britney through all of that. I felt like it was a little booty. It was a money grab. I tried to support her as much as I could. But this is, like you said, not her. They're acting like it was one of the Obama kids this happened to.
She's got a track record of being nuts. I mean, come on, man.
You got to be nuts to run up on him like that. That was some privilege. That was some white privilege stuff right there.
Yeah. I'm Brittany. I just want to say hello to him. Yeah, he don't want to talk to you.
And she was apparently saying something, and he was ignoring her.
Yeah,
but he barely speak English. He's doing
right.
So now you want to? I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you. You know, now you want to slave him.
Talking to you.
Yeah.
You got this butter knife, but you know he's not. You know. He's speaking French, and he has no idea who the hell you are. He's some middle-aged
yeah, he has no idea.
Karen running around that wants to touch him. You know how many of those he's probably ran into since he hit the soil here in the U.S.? You know,
and if you weren't batty, you would simply have your security team talk to his security team, and I'm sure they could have arranged something for you.
Yeah, a quick 2-minute meeting, and then you could have been on, and this would have never happened.
It's like you being 7'3", Ace. You're 19 years old. You're running around France if the big league was over there, and somebody ran up behind you that was famous before you was born in another country.
Right. Yeah. It's like let's say I was 17 and I was over in England, and the Simon guy from those
Beatles.
No, shit. Even somebody from the Beatles, Paul McCartney, came up to me and was like,
and that's giving Brittany way too much credit.
Yeah.
But I'm going with you. Yeah, because she was never the Beatles. Right.
Yeah, I don't know who the fuck you are. Wait for me. I'm trying to get to my car to smoke or drink or, relax. I just got out of practice or a game or whatever. So leave me alone.
It seemed like and you got to start wondering how much TMZ is at this point. They could be staging some of this shit, man. Hey, Brittany, we got a check for you. We need you to go up and do this. You might take that L from security, but we're gonna be filming it, and we got our guys out here. I mean, my spidey senses started tingling. I know I need a tin hat, but bro is a businessman. To your point, you was like, man, you can film people. Man, you can start staging and creating scenarios and seeing what happens.
Absolutely. What's the movie with Eddie Murphy, Bowfinger, where he was a movie star, but they was Steve Martin was filming a movie around him, and he didn't know he was in the movie.
Oh yeah. I gotta watch that again. I don't think I appreciated it properly.
Yeah, you gotta watch it again, man. It's hilarious. he's making a movie, and he's just filming scenes around this guy who's famous, but he doesn't know that they're filming a movie because they're staging everything that happens around them, just like you're saying. And they're creating a whole movie.
I see what you're saying. And he's thinking it's just organically happening in life.
Yeah. It's not. It's Britney Spears running up on him and touching him, talking to him. He has no idea who the hell she is.
He barely understands English. I know you hear him speaking English, but I'm like, this guy, I watched some of his interviews. I'm like, he's not answering the fucking questions. They need to simple these questions down a little bit for him.
Right, do you like being here? Yes.
And he remembered enough English responses. They be telling him, respond with number 7 is closest to what they're asking. You know what I mean? He's got this stuff memorized. Right. He don't really know English.
Yes.
Right, but he can't process that. Now, but I'm gonna be going to the summer league. Me and my brother this week. We won't give dates out. We'll share our locations for any youth out there.
Mm-hmm.
But how do you feel about the summer league? I mean, you got LeBron. He's got his own league, whatever, for him and his son. LeBron's 47 years old playing in these leagues now. Yeah. Michael Jeffrey Jordan. We used to call him pro-ams. Mike played. He had the love of the game clause. Don't get me wrong. But we're in an era of shutting down and bed rest.
Yeah, Michael Jeffrey Jordan
be shut down and having bed rest during the off season so they can play all 82 games. Jordan's different. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean Michael Jeffrey Jordan did it. He didn't shut down for bed rest, but and as he got on in his career, he wasn't doing the pro-ams. He might have been doing a Michael Jordan fantasy camp or a Nike camp where, he'd have some guys running around. He'd just show up and appear and shoot 3 or 4
And even
jump shots.
when he was at Chicago State, they weren't practicing and playing in a league with the team.
Yeah.
But go ahead, bro. You know what I'm saying? They would just show up for a game here and there and play.
Well, like I was saying last year when LeBron was out there playing in these summer leagues, like,
yeah, you said it.
how the hell are you playing in summer leagues at this age, and then during the season
On bed rest.
you want to shut down and go on bed rest because you're tired or your knees hurting or your legs hurt, when you could be doing that during the summer, recuperating your body, doing whatever you got to do to make it through the season and shine in the playoffs, in the finals. Playoffs.
He should be resting his body right at this point in his career.
At this age, absolutely. I mean, I know you're a supreme athlete and all that good stuff, but you're still 40 plus years. You still got 20 years of.
I'm smug and I don't play for Western Conference. Yeah, you do. You do play for finals. He was like, I only care about championships at this point in my career. So you haven't always cared about championships. That was your problem.
Right. You got there and you didn't care. So thusly, you're 4 out of 10.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why you need to be resting at this point in his career, especially if your main consideration is playing with Bronny after a year of him playing in the NCAAs. If you want to hook up with them, but just to be still playing in these summer leagues at your age is no reason for it, because you can't make it through the season.
Yeah,
it's simple as that.
I hope Wemby plays on the day I'm there.
Yeah, he will.
Yeah, I hope he plays. I mean, you got celebrities, like Cap was at the game, bro. All kind of celebrities coming out to see this kid play. Let me tell you something. That game he played, he had 9 points his first game, 8 rebounds, 5 blocks. He was 2 for 13. Blocks. But seeing him on the court, man, he moved like Ben. He taller.
Yeah.
First off,
just got to get him an NBA sweat.
Is AAU coaching these idiots just come try to dunk on everybody? I'm watching, like,
yeah.
Is that what they call? Shoot the 3 or go in there and try to dunk, and it don't matter who it is. It could be Elijah Wan, Mutombo. It could be
Scotty,
Slender Man. I'm watching him, Slender Man for Oklahoma City, blocking all these shots. You know what I'm saying? Like, who is this guy? And why is he getting his shit beat? And why is this okay?
Because it's somebody he wants to make a name. He wants to go up against a 7'3" guy.
Get the viral moment.
Yeah. I mean, you know how much time he's got to wait to sit there and wait for you to jump and so he can block your damn shot, you idiot. So I don't understand. But you're going to be on television. Pick your battles is what I'm saying.
Well, let me tell you something. Wemby looks better than Kobe. Rest his soul. You guys might say this is a big perk take and it's sacrilegious.
Big perk.
But I'm seeing out of Wemby.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Maybe it's a little big perkish. It's what I saw out of Kevin Garnett and Kobe at a similar age. Bottom line, period. Can't take nothing away. Both sides of the ball.
We'll see.
We'll see. This kid's on both sides. You don't like him because he's some sort of French. He's melanated out there. You can't take that away from him just because he speaks a different language.
That has nothing to do with it. But you're comparing him to the work ethic of Kobe Bean.
Yes, and Kevin Garnett. And we saw Garnett in high school playing at UIC, in the city championship game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that his move. Listen. I'm going to say this, and I'm going to have you predict this career. Barring multiple, he did come out and say he was winded, so he's got to learn the NBA back and forth.
Yeah, get that win. Yeah,
correct. That motor. Barring major injury, he's going on a route Mount Rushmore of greatest players ever. And listen, I'm going to say it right here at risk of eating crow.
Yeah.
Wimby-Yama, whatever his name is, we'll just call him Wimby.
Wimby.
I start make a Wimby sandwich. I got to get on this quick and get out there.
We got to take his internet naming rights and sell it back to him. And,
yeah. And we got spears of pickle on here. You know what I mean? Yeah. You want the spears or you just want the Wimby? You know what I mean? But now, barring major injury, he's going to push LeBron off Mount. And LeBron ain't even on my mount, but he's on most people's Mount Rushmore. He's going to replace LeBron. And this kid, barring injury, they're playing in a different league, no defense and all that, but he's playing D. He's going to be number 2 or number 3 behind Michael Jeffrey. GOAT. Bottom line. I'm saying that right here on Mouthpiece. Big Perk. Where you at?
That's Big Perk. I can't give him that right now. I gotta see.
What do you project? Ain't no right now. You're not going to
I'm not projecting anything. I'm just saying, you
we
never
need
know.
you to project.
He might go to Sam Bowie, or he might go to he might go
Where
to
is he going to be on the NBA top 75 list when he's done? I need you to predict. We said barring injury. I mean, come on.
Okay, barring injury, I give him top 10 right now. Put it on the board.
You sound like you don't want to do that. What do you got against Wimby? He doesn't speak.
I don't have anything against him, but he's played one damn game in the summer league, and you're making him the Pope.
5 blocks. He played very few. I'm sorry. And this kid, all right, okay. He's going to be getting you quadruple doubles. You wait and see. Quadruple doubles. 12 boards, 10 blocks, 18 point, and the passes, bro, like he wasn't throwing them dumb passes LeBron threw.
Yeah, he was throwing some dimes.
Yeah, he was. Like what you getting out of Jokic, this kid is going to be what they're trying to say Jokic is now. You mark my words, I'm saying it. And I'm not saying it just because he's melanated. I mean, he can't process. It's going to take him long to learn the playbook. He said it. He doesn't know what's going on. He did. He's like, I didn't know what was going on. This kid ain't processing. You know what I mean?
But it's still going to be an error bias, depending on what work he puts in. But that disappears. I mean, there's no error bias on LeBron. You got his certain faction of people that's ready to give him his participation in / GOAT trophy for showing up at the finals 10 times and getting his ass kicked 6 times.
Correct.
So
not only that, can't win at the place where he was drafted. You're not a franchise player. LeBron shouldn't have a trophy nowhere except for maybe Cleveland. That's it. If they decided
that's the only one that counts. That one.
And if I own Cleveland, I wouldn't give it to him. No, you cut and ran. But I came back and got to a chip. You
came back when Kyrie was here. And,
correct.
Yeah.
We had all that capital, right?
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah, with Kevin Love and
they would if they would have kept the team they had before they moved on the pieces to get him, they were going to be in the Eastern Conference Finals, which everybody cares about.
With the Tristan Kardashian and all those guys there that were in
their goals are too small. Like even when they talk about Philly, Ace, all they be talking about is can they get to the Eastern Conference Finals this year? And I'll be in the chat like, who cares?
Who cares? You set out every year to win a damn championship. Oh, I hope. Well, now you don't have to. Now you can set out to win the damn mid-season championship or whatever the hell that shit is. Yeah.
Round robin. They came out and explained. I'm like, why didn't they just say it's a round robin tournament? You know what I mean?
Everybody's qualified, and if you end up at the end, you're the mid-season champion.
Yeah.
What the hell is that?
Well, they're making our game European there, fella. We were going to cover that, but we're a little short on time because I started late. But now, let's go through Smug Rogers.
All right.
He's on the Jets, and they just picked up Dalvin Cook, bro.
They got Dalvin?
Yeah, they got Dalvin, bro.
Oh, wow.
So knowing that, we're gonna go through their what do you call that, schedule.
Right. Okay.
And we're gonna predict what games. Looks like it starts September 11th again, the season. And look at that, my birthday, boy.
9/11, baby.
Man, every year. All right. Buffalo Bills at New York Jets. Who you got?
Buffalo at the Jets with the attrition of players of the Buffalo franchise. I'm going with the Jets.
Yeah, I had that too. All right, so you got a WW. Okay. All right, the next week, New York Jets at them boys, the Cowboys. You know, Stephen A. Smith's going to be there cooning it up, riding around in the owner's ownership over slave ship in the helicopter and smoking cigars with his cowboy hat. You know, he coons it up.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Boys. I'll take the Cowboys.
You going with the boys, huh?
Yeah, home versus the Jets.
That's disrespectful.
Are you kidding me?
I got the Cowboys losing that game.
No,
all right. New England Patriots at Jets. Bill Belichick. You got that thug quarterback there, likes to kick everybody when he's on the ground.
Going with the Jets.
Agree. Okay. KC. Sideshow Bob. It's at the Jets.
I don't give a damn where it's at.
You going with Sideshow Bob?
I'm going with Sideshow Bob. If he ain't got a chance to win anywhere he laces them up, then I don't know who does.
All right. I'll give you that. I agree. All right. The Jets at the Broncos.
Broncos!
The Broncos got the new coach from New Orleans.
Yeah.
Sean McPayton, the genius, whatever his name is.
That's gonna be it. That's gonna I've been to Denver, man. It's a tough place to win.
Yeah, Mile High Stadium. And you got, a Hall of Fame quarterback.
Yeah, I couldn't breathe there. And I can't imagine coming in for a football game trying to, I know they're supreme athletes and blah, 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 drop dead gorgeous, but for a lot of people, that's a tough environment to adjust to. So I'll take I'm gonna go with the Jets. I'm just thinking about the team that they got there in Denver. Well, they got a good defense.
Yeah. And I reverse that. Peyton is coming in.
I'm going with the Broncos.
All right. So that I'm going to agree with you there. I went with Denver too. So now Philly, the Bears could have had his quarterback at the Jets.
Philly at the Jets.
At the Jets.
Oh yeah.
Jets got a great defense, bro. Running game.
They
got
do.
Everything.
Yeah, but they're in another year of that defense, which gives the offensive coordinators another year of film. Mm-hmm. And you got, I'm going with Philly, man. Come on. You got Jalen Hurts, and you got the kid that we didn't want on the other side of the ball on defense. So yeah, I'm going with Philly.
Oh no. L. Okay. All right. And I'm going with the Jets.
Okay.
All right. Now, New York Jets at the Giants. I'm going with the Jets.
The Jets versus the Giants in the same building they play in. I'm going with the Giants, man. You crazy?
All right. It's disrespectful.
Because the Giants are going to be in the home locker room, and they're going to put the Jets in the visitors' locker room, and they're going to be talking shit while they walk in there.
They got three. They got three locker rooms. So nobody's switching locker rooms.
Oh, okay.
That's how they do it. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah. That's how they do
I'm a novice.
This isn't Jackie Robinson West out there where the fun goes.
I'm a novice to what they got going on out there.
The shared stadiums. Yeah.
In Jersey.
I learned that in LA. Stadium. Yeah, I learned that in LA. I was like, oh, at the Staples when the Clippers shared.
What about in SoFi?
Yeah, everybody's got their own locker room. These are professional teams. They it's just one locker room for all the visitors. The 3 locker rooms.
Oh, okay.
Look at that concept.
Yeah, check that out. That's
Look
sweet.
at that.
Yeah, but they're still gonna kick the damn Jets' ass. They got Saquon Barkley and they got play action.
Saquon might be holding out, but we'll assume he's there.
By that time in the season, I don't think he'll be holding out. They got to come up with the money, but they got to get rid of him.
Yeah. So you got the Jets winning.
Yeah.
All right. The Chargers.
No. What pick? Pick the Giants.
You picked the Giants. My bad.
Yeah.
So the Chargers at New York Jets. I'm gonna give it to the Jets.
Yeah. Jets. I don't know what's going on with that LA franchise. Did they get another new coach or?
Yeah, they got rid of the color. Jets at Bills.
No. They got the same. Yeah, I'm going.
They still got the color.
No, they got a white guy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, Jets but he didn't know what he was doing anyway.
Yeah, Jets at Bills.
Jets at Bills. Bills.
Agree. Dolphins at Jets. You got your melanated quarterback, but he's some sort of Samoan. You know what I mean? Yeah. I don't think he was smoking Black and Milds and drinking Boons for him on 73rd and Narragansett.
No, he's drinking some of that. Smoking Cuban cigars and whatever the hell they drink over there in Samoa. Some coconut milk.
This is from the palm tree. We drink it straight.
Damn. Miami. I can't figure them out, boy.
Yeah, they're good when the quarterback he's not concussed.
Yeah. And how can you rely on him not being concussed by this point of the season, especially I'm going with the Jets.
Yeah, I went with the Jets too. All right, the Falcons at the Jets. I'm going with the Jets.
Jets.
All right, Houston Texans. You got
Jets.
Handy J at the Jets. Handy J's been a year in the system process.
No.
I'm going with Handy J.
Handy J's in Cleveland.
Oh, you're right. You're right. So we're going with. Wait, who did I say? Houston?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No, that's Jets all day. You're right.
Yeah.
Or did I say Falcons? Where were we on that?
Yeah, we did.
No, that was Houston. Too. All right, so Jets at Miami this time. Jets at Miami.
I'm going with the Dolphins. It's hot down there. It don't matter when you play.
I'm gonna agree there. In those divisional games, on the road, usually are pretty tough. Washington Commanders at Jets. I'm going with the Jets.
Oh, that's good. What? I have a quarterback. Jets. It'll be a 14-13 game.
Jets at Handy J. I'm going with Handy J.
Jets at Handy J.
He's at Cleveland, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew it was on the schedule. Jets at Cleveland.
Ooh.
I'm going with Handy J. He's been in the system almost
a year
and a half.
That sounds like November, December.
It's December 28th.
Oh yeah, Handy J. He likes to be handy with the football. Yeah.
All right. Jets at Patriots.
Patriots. They're gonna cheat.
Yeah, the Patriots are tough. And Aaron Rodgers, he's good, but I just don't.
They're tough and they're gonna cheat. They'll call up a snowstorm or they'll get one of the billionaires to shoot a rocket up to the motherfucking moon or something. And then, it'll be 12 inches of snow. Yeah, they're going to cheat. They're going to do something. So I'm going with the Patriots.
So you're going through this record. I think you got them at 9-8.
All right.
I got them at 9-8 too. So we both got them at 9-8, which is right around where I predict the Bears will be. But yet you got the Bears at 14-3. I mean, explain yourself.
Bears are for Bears. It's the Bears. I mean, the Bears got just in time. We got a stud linebacker from the Buffalo Bills that they're going to truly miss. But they couldn't re-sign him for salary cap reasons. And we got DJ Moore as our one wide receiver, our number one wide receiver. And we picked up Tunyon from Green Bay as our backup tight end. So you got Commit, you got Tunyon, DJ Moore.
And the best thing about DJ Moore is he catches balls from any quarterback. I can go out there and be the quarterback for the season. He's gonna get us 1,200 yards.
I mean, if
he's played with some bums,
if Getsy can't develop an offense or work these plays where these guys are matriculating the ball down the field, I mean, along with the running game and the threat of just in time getting out on the end and running for 50 or 60 yards, he needs to be fired.
All right. So
you got Dante Foreman, you got the kid out of Texas, you got Herbert, and I mean come on, man. Bears are 10 times better than they were last year, 14-3. All right, 13-4. But they're going to be in that area, and might not be the Super Bowl this year, but next year, Super Bowls in New Orleans and the Bears will be there. So it might be 2 years in a row.
All right, so you got the WNBA, bro. Some of the players are looking to venture off and start their own 3-on-3 league. Will anyone attend? I mean, if we don't want to watch them play 5-on-5.
With the NBA's backing and the NBA's television rights, why the hell would we want to go see them play 3-on-3 basketball at some high school gym? I don't know.
The tickets should be free. They should base it out just like a Little League, like Jackie Robinson. I mean, I know you guys have to charge, but I charge free, and everything should come from sponsorship.
We can't charge. Those are the Little League rules. There's no fee for the games.
Serious?
There's no fee for the games.
Anti-American. Sounds like slavery to me, but
you can make money off of
concessions
and t-shirts and hats and all that other stuff. But there's actually,
I fancy you guys are having some of the same issues, which we'll get into. Black auto racing teams used to have with the sponsors. They want to go out and write that check out there and them drop dead gorgeous places. Nice big fat check and play golf with them and smoke cigars. They come around there on 107th and Narragansett.
We'll talk about that next week. But those drop dead gorgeous kids, they had no problems with Dad or Uncle Bob or
getting the full check where they might give y'all something, but it don't just be the same like what they giving them.
It's hard to get any check in the hood versus what they're getting in Evergreen Park or all these different areas.
Island Park.
Where the business owners are drop dead gorgeous and they're willing to support the kids and the Little League program and write it off as taxes, a tax write-off versus, you got these parents that are going to work every day and, working 9 to 5, first, second, third shift, and they don't have a tax write-off that they can, send to the local Little League. So, we'll get into that next week.
Yeah, so I know you probably saw the Dana White video, bro. TMZ, once again, they released it. And I somehow missed the news. So he's at a bar. Looks like he was at a strip club in the VIP section. When you start out. Oh, you didn't see it? Yeah, when you start out the scenario is the guy's at the strip club with his wife in the VIP section,
Okay.
scumbubbly. You know
Yeah.
that's probably not going to end up too well.
What do you do? What else do you do in VIP? Bottle service.
Correct.
Yeah.
But in the tape, they're having a little argument. He's holding her. She slips her hand from, loose, whatever, and smacks her. Oh, he smacks her, muffs her, pushes her. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah. So, I mean, I don't have the video ready queued up, but what's your comments on it? Let me see if I can cue this up so you can see it.
I mean, so Dana White slapped his wife, or it was just a regular citizen of the United States of America ended up slapping his significant other?
Yeah, Dana White slapped his own wife.
All right.
But it was after she had slapped him.
Well, I mean, man-wise, I wouldn't slap and retaliate against my wife. Maybe you you talk to her and say, hey, listen, I don't know who you're mad at. It might not be me, but maybe we can resolve this by talking this out and not having a situation here while we've been drinking all night and blah, 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 blah. Or as the head of UFC, maybe you just shake her a little bit, or choke her, not till she pass out, but till she's a little woozy. So, but here
we go ahead.
UFC's had incidents.
Fair use. All right, let me stop.
Okay. He was just trying to get her attention.
And there was a little more after that. He came out and said, blame it on the alcohol, blame it on the But the reason I queued this up mainly,
he's a billionaire. Come on.
Yeah. They just didn't go as hard. Now, he didn't grab her by her hair and drag her out of the elevator, but you remember the running back. Guys are getting assaulted. They're getting assaulted, and you either have to sit there and simp, or you're going to retaliate and be canceled. But I didn't see him getting much flack for that, there, fella. That's all I'm comparing it to. I feel like if this was some sort of Melanated.
Well, yeah. I mean, he's dropped dead gorgeous billionaire.
So the police would have had to say, we're not going to press charges.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think police were called or involved or anything. It's such as a quick incident,
And he didn't hit her like some guys be doing too much. Like he didn't, like the dude at the sandwich shop in Chicago. Right.
Yeah, tried to mollywop her. He just tried to get her attention. Like, what are you doing? The fuck? I got security, and I'm
saying, he sleeps with all the wrestle girls and all the entertainment that be there.
He's a billionaire. What the hell you think he's doing? Oh, okay. I'm sorry. All black men are faithful, so.
Yeah.
I don't know what's in Dana White's heart. So.
And I agree with you. But I probably would have responded the same way, especially publicly too. As far as just grab her and
walk it off. To go.
Right, get your security to take her out. Right.
Yes,
right.
It's time to go. Whatever, because whatever led to her smacking him in the face.
It was all the rats. It was all those rats around.
Yeah, out in public, we got to get out of here. Maybe it was an event from later, or maybe it was, maybe it was my secretary or somebody else involved with UFC. He's a billionaire, and unfortunately for those drop dead gorgeous billionaires, that's how it ends up.
And he's got to be one with prenup too. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
well, I mean, you know, the wealth of the UFC came, you know, quite unexpectedly to him. It just blew up all of a sudden. But I believe he married her after.
Well,
Yeah.
if that's the case, she's gonna get half,
Yeah,
and so he'll be a half a billion. You know what I'm trying to say?
yeah, man.
You know, give her a reason to leave you and take half your money.
Yeah, so we'll have to check into that to see the marriage date of Dana White and his current wife, and you know whether whether it was a prenup or what it'll lead up to. But all right.
Yeah, I was telling one of my guys with a bag. I'm like, so imagine I married Oprah Winfrey if we didn't have a prenup. Yeah, why'd you file divorce? She came home and farted. You know what I
told
mean?
him that was damn disgusting, you son of a gun. I'm out of here. Irreconcilable differences.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that's what a lot of these cats be getting themselves caught up in, man.
Yeah. I mean, you gotta get your paperwork together.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's why they be going to the phone. They looking for a justification to.
You gotta get. I mean, it's Dana White. I mean, guy.
Yeah, but if he was Draymond Green, he'd have to apologize. But he did come out and apologize. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean,
they didn't buck break him.
Might have been, a circumstance of the day, or like I said, she had been feeling his way based on his treatment of her as a husband for X amount of time.
It's philanthropy.
Yeah. Philandering / philanthropy, and she wanted to bring all this out while TMZ had the camera there, and they were drinking bottle service all damn night. Going back to Bowfinger.
You're right. You're right.
Yeah.
This could help you in your divorce case. We're gonna get
absolutely.
All right, well, let's move on, fella. We got that brings us to Booger of the Week.
All right.
Stephen A. Smith. We
don't know
what's in it. No, we don't know what's in it.
Yeah.
Interesting take. Fair use.
Fair use.
Fair use. We'll discuss the take.
Control or no gun control. Who the hell's pulling the trigger? Getting smoked while chilling at a block party. Where's the noise? If a police officer went out there right now and killed somebody black, we'd be in an uproar. How is this proliferation and accumulation of flat out cold-blooded murder not causing the same kind of uproar? It's inconsistent. And when it's inconsistent, white folks look at us with a raised eyebrow, and it gives them cause to challenge the authenticity of our argument, because we're not making an argument about Black lives mattering. It's why racism has fallen to the bottom of the totem pole in favor of xenophobia, homophobia, transphobia. We have some bad apples in our community who don't give two shits about us. Everybody's speaking up on behalf of Colin Kaepernick, but Colin Kaepernick.
So let me just chime in. I may or may not agree with
everything.
I mean, I'm not saying a lot of the words he's saying aren't true.
Right.
But it just sounds to me like if Colin Kaepernick had kneeled because of black on black crime, Stephen A. would have supported Colin Kaepernick 100%. This is the problem I have with this guy doing this take. Yeah. When we did protest against police brutality, he came out there with well, what are you going to do next, Colin? What are you going to do next? What's your plan? Stephen A. Smith, what's your plan? Yeah, what's your plan for the black on black crime that you're talking about?
He has no plan. He just wants to pontificate on his podcast to have an episode to talk about what Colin Kaepernick won't do. He can visit boys and girls clubs and and make appearances, but there's really no plans of what he's going to do to help the community, to help stop
Correct.
this
Correct.
particular violence.
But he's making a social statement, which is what Cap was doing, making a social statement. Correct.
Right.
It just seems like this guy is always on the side of the so-called owners.
He is on the side of owners. I mean,
He literally said when we kill each other, it gives white people a reason to not respect black lives. Like,
why?
Well, go ahead.
I mean, let me give it a benefit of a doubt as a semi-intellectual black man. I heard the statement and saw where he wanted to discount institutional racism and
yeah, he threw it in, but he's like, I'm not going to correct. The whole statement he would mention, I'm not going to discount the institutional racism, but go ahead, bro.
Yeah, but you can't discount the development of this country, the lack of resources, the lack of education, the lack of ability to achieve, the redlining of neighborhoods, and all of these things that have happened that have set up the situation where these neighborhoods have been created that may accentuate the development of black on black crime during our lifetime because of what has happened in our past. You can't discount our history in this country just to make a point. You have to realize that everything that is happening today, not all of it is okay by what's happened in our past, but there's a lineage of history to what's going on in this country as far as black on black crime, white on black crime, the overseers / police officers. It's all based on the history of what has happened in this country.
The guns being dropped off and proliferating our communities, the crack into our community, the poverty, the lack of, and nobody's, and his assertion is that we don't care. So what are we going to do? Have a protest? To the government? We're going to protest the government to put us all in jail? Or we're going on a thought experiment.
All right.
Let's just say if the Fed numbers, the national numbers show that however many black cops we have in this country were killing unarmed pink people.
All right.
At a high rate, compared to killing them. Just say if that was going on. Yeah. And Jokic took a knee during the national anthem in protest of these white children being slaughtered.
Mm-hmm.
Would it then be even okay for me to say, well, why you ain't stopping all those white kids from killing each other in the trailer park and cooking all that meth? And it's a false equivalency. The Black Lives Matter is protesting police brutality and social injustice.
Right. And just to say that since there are
Pookies out there committing crimes.
The fact that you can just say that the murder of people by the police doesn't matter because there's more Pookies committing crime is absolutely ridiculous. Just because there's more black people incarcerated versus any other race is ridiculous because the system has been set up to incarcerate us.
And this is what happens, bro, when you're out of the community for too long and all of your friends become pink They get lighter.
Yeah.
You start to get their vibration and their mindset.
You're on their algorithm.
Yes, he literally said, we have people in our community that don't give no F's about us. Okay. So what you want to fix that problem for? Okay, here, first thing I'm gonna say is that's not necessarily true. Most times in our community, the Pookies are killing the Pookies. It's environment they're in. You know what I mean? And now I'm not justifying it. A stray bullet happens, and of course I'm not gonna say they care. They don't care. Like they don't care to go shoot up a park with kids in it. Those people. But they're not trying to do it, is what I'm saying. They're not just walking up to unarmed Black people and shooting them.
Yeah, they just in their life. And,
correct.
And normally the people that they're going against are in that life. Yeah,
and they haven't taken an oath to serve and protect.
Right, and you know, and being in that life, and the guns, the machine guns that the trains are stopping and leaving in our neighborhoods are given to these guys, and these Glocks and all these extra magazines and all that stuff. They're about their life, and unfortunately, there's collateral damage about these guys trying to end those guys' lives that are in this life. And
my taxes don't go to Pookie. My taxes are paying for the police's salary.
Yeah, police salary. Police running around with that department issue Glock or AR-15 or whatever, they're busting into people's cribs wrongly and shooting them, or catching you on the side of the road and shooting and killing you, or however these accidents continue to happen. My tax dollars are paying for that. Not it might be paying for the guns Pookies are getting, because the trains are just ended up in our neighborhoods full of guns and stopping, and they can just go on the train and get those guns and spread them out to the neighborhoods. So yeah.
And he is doing the same thing he accused Colin Kaepernick of, and it's just in reverse. Like,
if
he was at a forum, and had that conversation, he's there with some other people working in the community, and he's having that conversation with them, at a meeting. Let's talk. But to come out there on that platform and then suggest that the community is a bunch of wild Pookies.
Yeah. It's just unique content for your show for that particular day. And you're being negligent to your community by this particular content you're putting out for that day concerning Black on Black crime versus police versus Black crime, police versus citizens, and police versus the world, or serial killer versus the world. When you got these thugs just out there,
that's what I'm saying,
shooting up parades and shooting up the mall.
So you're going to say so you're going to say because of that, pink people don't have the right to protest their government until they get all of that to stop? That's the point. That's the point I'm making, bro.
Yeah, shooting up the damn mall, shooting up the schools with the kids in it. But
yet y'all got the nerve to go white poop on the halls of Congress.
Right.
It's two separate issues, bro.
Yeah. I apologize. As long as you don't. What's this last guy? I forgot. Damn it! I just saw it this morning. Last guy. He killed all those people at Walmart, I believe, last year. But if he pled guilty, he wouldn't get the death penalty. He got a bunch of life sentences. And that's something they agreed to. No, dude, we going to trial. Your ass is you going to Shang. We finna shoot your ass with as much electricity as poison as we can get, and you don't need to be here anymore. Why the hell am I gonna take care of you for the rest of your damn life?
Yeah, they don't be crunching. They don't be crunching the numbers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, to take that deal, listen, you ain't gonna live that long 9 times out of 10 in prison. Ain't too many people dying at 95 in prison. You know what I'm saying? Right. Right. So you might as well take your death penalty risk.
Yeah.
And appeal, because you're gonna be dead before they kill you.
Yeah, you're either gonna get the cancer, so you're gonna get raped, whatever the hell.
Yeah.
Whatever,
It's usually the cancer. Yep, or the heart problems. Something going on behind those walls. I think they're still experimenting allegedly on this.
Yeah, either with the foods or the medicine they're giving them, or the chemicals they're running through there. Yeah.
Yeah. So, or lack thereof as far as the medical treatment.
Sure.
Yeah. So that's why I made him Booger of the Week.
All right. He deserves it. I mean, he probably deserves it every week, but you gotta change and differentiate between him and Gilbert Arenas and probably Big Perk and a number of the Pookies out there that have ascended to being on television now. Although ESPN has gotten rid of a lot of them, but we'll see.
Yeah, we got to walk on water and be perfect and not have any crime to respect, to be treated like human beings, that from white people. That's what he's saying.
That's basically what he's saying. Yeah. Never mention any of the serial killers and the thugs that are out there with AR-15s.
And the wars, they killing each other, and the land they stole, and all of that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's not on his radar.
But when all that was going on, we weren't, black on black crimed it up as much. And but racism still existed.
Yeah. The only black on black crime basically was we were forced into it, as far as the Mandingo fights and And when it did happen, it was poverty. It was literally somebody trying to steal a chicken so he don't starve to death. Yeah. All right, but let's go ahead and move on, man. I come to conclusion, we're gonna have to do a whole show on Wendell Scott. Wow. So just some things I wanted to run through about us. During the history, they were saying that blacks was racing before the whites. Pinks. Yeah,
because we was running the moon.
The hooch. Yeah. And I've always watched that movie every time it came on with Richard Pryor. With Grease Lightning.
That was a dope movie.
Yeah, and it never came into your concept. This was the beginning of the brothers
All
and
the
dads.
Right.
Yeah.
Rich said that was his movie he's the most proud of, bro.
No, I could believe it. Because him and he was on one of the Bridges, Bo Bridges, I believe. Yeah. And Bo Bridges, he stood up for him as a black driver, like, this is my buddy, my business partner, So, whatever y'all want to do, then he eating with me. What y'all want to do?
It was the same director from Cooley High and some other,
It was a groundbreaking movie.
Yeah.
And I don't think it got much of the accolades or acclaim that it deserved.
It didn't get the funding because this was the truth that was getting out there, bro. Like, bro, I remember this. I do remember, bro. Literally, the flag when you start, they was dropping the Dixie flag, bro.
Yeah, it was more like Confederate.
They didn't stop that until Bubba Wallace decided, during the protest, like, man, y'all should take that down. And NASCAR, we talking, they took those down two years ago.
A couple years ago, right. Yeah. Absolutely. This is our age, you melanateds. America. This is our stuff. Which which a lot of people had a problem with NASCAR. But that's the way it was. Even though there were black drivers from the conception, and you got Bubba Wallace now. So yeah, it's
Yeah, well,
MAGA.
Well, we kind of talked about it. What they said they were up against outside of the flat out racism, and it was institutional from the top.
Mm-hmm.
It was the fans. I mean, the drivers, bro, trying to run them off the road, even when they did break in.
Yeah.
And the funding. So these big corporations who we spend all our money with, we're offering 50% or less when it's crazy, Ace. That's what I was saying. They come around Jackie Robinson like, yeah, we're giving them $10,000 this year, but we were able to put together $5,000 for you. I mean, it's like
right. Yeah. I mean, yeah. It's yeah. And they know how much you need to operate.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And they had no problem giving these other drivers or these other organizations whatever they need to operate. But you, on the other hand, no.
And so we still, as always, rise above with less. Engines are not as powerful, tires are old, barely got gas to get around the track, and was winning.
We're gonna figure it out. That's what we do.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Yeah, and there was one race, Wendell Scott won.
Mm-hmm.
He said he got around. He had lapped most of the cars.
Yeah.
With checker flag, they didn't drop it. Then Mark said he rode around again, they didn't drop it. Mark said that he rode around again, they didn't drop it. Then finally they dropped it, and they gave the victory to the pink guy who was behind him.
Yeah.
And he had to protest, because they said they didn't want, him, the fans to have a riot.
To go crazy.
Because they had the queen of the auto racing. So they had this pink girl who you get to kiss and hug after the end. They said, man, we ain't doing it.
There's no way. Not like they would say, yeah, we'll give you the first class trophy over here in the back, or whatever they used to do in this other room, and give you the winner's money. Well, you just not winning.
Let me tell you, good point. That was their original rule, but then he protested during the race, the 30 minutes after the race.
Yeah.
They wrote him a check, but they didn't give him the trophy. They didn't announce him the winner until everybody had left the stadium. He protested. Finally, they gave him a trophy, Ace. It was they said it was a wood board seriously. That was a trophy they gave this man, bro. And then years later, his family his family didn't get the actual trophy until like 2013, 2014, something like that.
Are you kidding me?
I couldn't make this up.
You can't make it up. But we don't know what's in their heart.
Well, nobody knows what's in their heart. We don't know who the savages were. You know what I mean? We don't know. I mean, we don't. I mean, as far as I know, we're the savages.
That's it. That's his story.
I'm really starting to wonder who was referring to who as a savage first. I've been really wondering the last few days.
Yeah.
Where did that turn? I got a feeling melanated people all over the world was calling them savages.
Yeah, absolutely. Because because of their history.
Yeah.
History of raping and pillaging, killing and stealing. Yeah.
But I want to ask you as we wrap up, we lost time here as usual.
Yeah, okay.
We was discussing this last week. And I want to talk about kind of what would it take to get more of us into NASCAR. And I said it, and I think I am going to pen a letter to the racist bastards. We don't know what's in their heart. NASCAR should have a team chase series. Okay.
Okay.
It's like a relay race. You know, you got all the different cars. Maybe it's one car and just different drivers. But there's only, one person going around. Like, say if it's me, you, Tori, all us, we got a team. I might be driving my car, or we have one team car. I go around the lap, first 100, we pit, you jump in, do the next 100. Now we're a team and we're representing the city of Chicago. I think if they did that and then brought it down to a Super Bowl where there's only these two cars on the damn track and let them go at it, now America would care, and not just we don't know what's in there hurt people.
Yeah. And it's a great idea, especially as we're going into the participation trophy era of the NBA. They're adding another wild card team to the NFL. Major League Baseball's got 20 teams vying for the playoffs. Add that portion to NASCAR racing, and it definitely would increase the viewership of the people who've always wanted to watch NASCAR, but have been on the outside based on the Dixie flag being waved to start the race, or all the other, or Wendell Scott just getting a trophy 10 years ago from a race he won 40 years prior. So, yeah.
Well, Ace, coaching would be a big. Now your coaching is involved. You'd be managing the team. Who do you race first? Who's going up against who? All that kind of comes into play. You can take your top 10 when you have your Super Bowl and your top 10 teams make it, and then you start doing the elimination from there. We would care, and you'd have more northern teams because that was what they were up against. Jackie played against Jackie Robinson, bless his heart, played against a lot of southern teams, but he was mainly in the north and the east. He was dealing with racism, but he wasn't, they didn't have Dixie flags, and, it just wasn't as blatant as it was.
It was just behind the scenes. Even with Bubba Wallace's race team, I was shocked to see a brother on the race team
with a bunch of pinks,
but he was the only one. I took a picture of the whole team when it came to the block party. But here we are in 2023. You can't tell me that you can't find some brothers that can get some wheels off a car and add some fuel and get them out.
While you're sitting there talking about getting more of us involved, I hear you.
Yeah.
You're gonna trust these pinks on your team,
right? Now I'm looking at them change the tire, because I'm gonna send you the video changing the tire, and you think bam, 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 they're hitting 4 or 5 lugs, just one central lug. They hit that, pop it off, get the tire off, pop it back on, move to the next tire. So
why don't they make every why isn't that the tech used on every car? So when you get a flat, you don't have to sit there
and trying to unscrew all these damn
on the side of the freeway. Why can't we all get out? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I'd pay extra $100 to have the damn gun in the back of the car and get the damn tire off and get on my way. Come on. Or whatever the hell y'all want to charge.
But you raise a good point. Now, so the good news, there's a good news channel. All they do is good news. They posted a video of Bubba being out there on the south side. I think you were at that event. He was out there in Washington Park. He's got the melanated kids. Bro, so NASCAR people were watching the video and they were like, Bubba's bad for the sport. Bro, they was going hard in the comments. And there was some other ones in defense like, man, you can't even do something good without two people. Yeah, bro. And I didn't they said Bubba's bad for the sport. I think they mad that he had them pull down that Dixie flag, bro.
Oh, wow. Well,
they don't like Bubba, bro.
There's always going to be some trolls. And he's backed by Michael Jordan Racing. So they sent me a comment form the other day following the event, like, what did you think of the Bubba Wallace event? What do you think about NASCAR, blah, blah, blah. I was like, it was a great event for the people of the city of Chicago, blah, blah, blah. I put all my comments in, and, they were like, thanks. But, it's he's bad for NASCAR because he had to take the Dixie flag.
Bro, they was going hard, man.
On in America.
Yeah, I'm hold on. I'm gonna go to it and then I'm gonna get you for your final words. But let me get to that. You got to read what these people was typing. I was shocked. I'm like, wow. I mean, yes, they say the spooks come out at night.
I believe it.
All right. One of them said drivers will need security guards in the cars with them because they was on the south side.
Because in Chicago.
Another one said Bubba's going to teach those kids how to act like a jerk.
Oh, brother. Because he's got pride and inner strength, so he's got to be an arrogant, melanated prick. So I'm sure that's the angle they're coming from.
Here's another one. Maybe these people, and then they put, quote, these are Bubba's own words. Maybe these people just don't like NASCAR. So it's basically, maybe these Negroes, no, we don't like y'all. That's right. You know what I mean? That's what it is. Yeah, we invented the sport. Like everything else.
We like fast cars just like you do. Everybody likes a fast car with a hard motor and those pipes coming out, and then you can hit the road and yeah, we love it too.
And here's the last one. I support anyone who wants to enjoy racing, but Bubbles, they call them Bubbles, is not in capital good for the sport. So the channel said, care to expound? And then somebody else said, yeah, how's he not good? And then somebody else said, heart-hating clowns. This is a black dude. Even got something that's full of hate. Someone's trying to do something good. I wonder if it was Kevin Durant making these.
Kevin Durant.
Yeah.
On his burner account.
Yeah.
Oh,
man, they just don't like us. And that's why I said I want to see teams. You can have your North, and I would divide it North versus South. That's how the conferences, that's how the conferences would be divided. But go ahead with your final words, bro.
Well, my final words are on. It was a pretty monumental event that Bubba Wallace had for the Block Club and Bubba's party.
Bubbles. They named him after Michael Jackson's monkey.
Monkey. Only in America. Bubba's party in the park at DuSable Museum to help educate his people, melanated people, on NASCAR racing, what he's doing for a living, and that he's part of Michael Jordan's racing team. As far as the event downtown Chicago, we got a little rain and a foreigner from I think New Zealand. I don't know where the hell this guy was from. Won the race, but it was a great event to have in the city of Chicago. Street racing, and I got a damn ticket from Bubba to go to the event he gave us at the block party, but I had other things to do and I couldn't make it. But shout out to Bubba Wallace.
And none of your people wanted to buy the ticket off you, or you couldn't pay them to take it.
I forgot I had it.
But
I'll be
I guess that racist. We don't know what's in his heart. I guess that racist commenter, we don't know what's in his heart, is correct. We don't care. We don't care about race.
Yeah, we black people, we live rough. We got other stuff to do. We got to volunteer, help the kids and all other stuff, sort of stuff while they're at home, taking the weekend off from the June 30th to the July the 5th.
Watching cars driving a straight line and turn slightly to the left.
Yeah, they're off all week. But, I had boots on the ground helping the kids. But shout out to Bubba Wallace, NASCAR. They got a contract for 3 years, so they'll be back for 2 more years hosting this street race. All of those who said it was such an inconvenience. I don't live downtown, so it
Does
wasn't
he
an
look?
inconvenience.
Does he look like some sort of mulatto up close? But go ahead.
Yeah,
He does.
yeah, he does.
Yeah.
So I,
Does he
I don't
sound
know.
like he might have been one of those foster kids that was raised by some sort of pink people?
That's quite a possibility.
I'm saying, does he pronounce his vernacular like that? Does he talk white,
Um,
so to speak, like we say, or does he sound like a cornball? Does he have a little swag to his English?
He's got both sides of it. So
That's good. That's good.
yeah. I mean, it sounds
Well, that
like
means there was somebody black in his life.
it sounds like you take it to
77th and Narragansett. Yeah.
barbecue restaurant, on the south side of Chicago.
Yeah.
Or he can end up staying at at the Drake Hotel downtown. So I think he's got the best of both worlds.
He'll be all right on 71st and Colfax.
Yeah, you can take him to the Sportsman's Lounge, and you and him and dude can hang out all night. And I think he'd be okay. So
he wouldn't embarrass me too bad.
I appreciate him coming out and handing out t-shirts.
Hey, he'll be a hell of a driver too, boy. He'll be a hell of a driver, boy.
Hey, we got to get away, Bubba.
Yeah.
Popo behind, 12 behind us.
12 behind us, Pookie, everybody. I got Bubba Wallace. We good.
We good, yeah. But he was giving out free haircuts at his events. They had for the kids. They had simulators for them to fly planes and drive cars. So it was a great event. They had black vendors out there trying to make money. Blue Cross Blue Shield was there, taking the heart rate, passing out fruit on a hot day, water, healthy snacks and drinks. So shout out to Bubba Wallace. I'm sure he's going to expand it next year, make it bigger, better, and stronger for the next year, Bubba's block party. So, I'll be looking forward to that, and I'm looking forward to NASCAR coming back. We got to probably, like you said, give a whole show on Wendell Scott and the guys that were prior to Bubba and really started NASCAR and NASCAR racing for the Melanated, and delve into it a little bit deeper when we get some more time. But I'm excited to see her come back. I'm excited to after being at Daytona Beach at one time and seeing the racing there. So don't exclude us because we don't bow down to the Dixie flag. We like racing too. We like fast cars too, and we got street racing here other than NASCAR. So I'm excited for next year and hope this event keeps going on. Maybe we can get back to racing at Soldier Field once the Bears leave. And that's my final word.
All right, man. I'm gonna say this: ownership over slave ship. I'd like to see us as a community invest more resources into the sport. It's another way to actually make money. If nothing else, it'd be a tax write-off. Some of you entertainers, Snoop Dogg, Drizzy, you cats could do what Michael Jordan has done. LeBron, you can get your car out there and really put some resources into this and start cultivating this for our community so we can go dominate that sport, if for no other reasons, piss them off. Dominate that like we dominate everything else. I'd truly love to see that. And I think once that takes place, you will start seeing more of us attend these events because we like smoking cigars, drinking fine scotch in the parking lot. As we get more numbers, and we come to find out that overt racism becomes a lot more silent, so to speak. When it's real dark out there, you don't get a lot of that nonsense. I can't count on one finger how many times I've been with the guys and, somebody decided I can count on one finger and it didn't go very well. And somebody decided, try to be privileged, So that all being said, I think this is another opportunity for our community and big up to our ancestors and the ones that paved the way, always had dignity, rising above the overt racism coming from your fellow drivers, coming from NASCAR, coming from the fan base, coming from the sponsors. Once again, great job pulling yourself up by your bootstraps and making it happen. So thanks for listening to our coverage on the history of melanated auto racing. We'll definitely have to revisit this. We hope you've enjoyed the show and at least learned something about our pioneers who broke down barriers and made their mark on the sport despite facing discrimination and segregation. Road warriors. These road warriors preserved and paved the way for cats like Bubbles and many more to come. So Ace, next week we are going to break down Jackie Robinson West short history. JRW.
Let's get into it. It's only a 50-year history of playing baseball on the south side of Chicago. A bunch of kids' lives have been saved and going on to college, captains of industry, captains of the city of Chicago. So we'll delve into that next week here on Mouthpiece.
Yeah, we'll talk notable coaches, notable games, notable players, and also the more importantly, the framework, like you said, taking kids off the street and, being mentors and things like that and how it affects our community.
Yeah, the video that I can send you where you see where the stadium was first built.
Yeah.
That the kids play in now. And so we'll delve into that. Absolutely. Yeah,
we'll drop links on how people can support as well. So but immediately following, we're running into the self-love shows time right now. Yes. We're covering nanotechnology out there. Good or bad for humanity. Nanotech.
Nano.
Talking about nan.
Nano. Is that more for more?
Yeah. I ain't talking about nan. Yeah. So talk about it. He made a song saying he ain't talking about nan.
I ain't talking about nan. Things I spin.
I never understood it. It never caught on with me personally, but oh my goodness. Big ups to him. Everything ain't for everybody, but that definitely was not for me.
Shout out Trick Daddy. 305, baby.
Yeah, that's definitely Trick Daddy. All right there, fellas. So if you find yourself sliding through South Side Chicago, maybe you out west.
Yeah.
Kennedy, Dan Ryan, Lakeshore Drive. I'm checking your blind spot. Have your head on a swivel.
Sure.
Check that 6. Watch your back. Guard your grill.
Got it, baby.
Knuckle up. And don't forget to.
Don't forget it, baby.
And don't forget to.
Don't forget it. Playoffs.
Playoffs? You kidding me? Practice. And don't forget to bring selfies.
D. Self-love show. Up next.